Tonight we're digging into California's crippling gas prices, higher than anywhere else in the country. Now the state's so-called oil czar wants to crack down on the oil industry. The state's Energy Commission says our prices go hand in hand with record profits for the oil industry. They say when you've seen prices go up at the pump, those added up to a whopping 200% profit for the oil industry.
Now, those outrageous price jumps prompted the state to hire the nation's first gas price watchdog. Ty Milder is the director of the Division of Petroleum Market Oversight. We were the first to sit down with him as he wraps up his first year on the job in an interview you'll see only on CBS 13.
I was even looking on AAA, and we're at least $1 more than the average national gas price. What is that surcharge? What's that difference there that we're seeing?
The first thing that I think is really important for everyone to understand is this surcharge adjusts for taxes and fees. So once you compare California's taxes to other states' taxes and you adjust for that, there's still an unexplained markup. And that is the oil industry markup. We are still digging into the data to determine if that money is going to retail or wholesale and why it's occurring. But I think California drivers are rightly frustrated that they're paying more to the oil industry.
Plus, we still can't get the answer as to where that money goes. Does it go to fix the roads? Does it go to fix infrastructure? Do we know that?
I think that it's really important, even as we look at taxes and environmental programs, to understand those are investments in our infrastructure and our public health. And then you look at where the money's going for the industry portion, these record profits. Record profits mean higher dividends, maybe bonuses for executives. They don't pay for investments in California.
You found this information. Where do we go from here then?
So the initial work that we've done is to surface these issues for the Assembly and for the Senate to show them you've given these new tools for data transparency. We want policymakers and the public to know that when those price spikes have been happening, those are profit spikes for the oil industry.
Drivers will be furious to hear that. You're confident that something will be done then, now that we know that?
I'm really pleased at this moment in time, as folks are heading out for summer vacation, that the California gas prices have gotten back down from where they were this spring. We've seen steady declines for the last 12 or 13 weeks. That's a big positive.
You have a prosecutor background, but in this role, it's not like you're the one who can go and hold them accountable, right?
Our role is limited to oversight of the market. We can refer cases for prosecution. So if we see that the law is being broken, we will do something about it.
But in fairness, it's not like you can go out and fine these oil companies. It's not like you can go out and prosecute them. Is that enough what your office is able to do then?
I think we've got amazing tools in the legislation, and it was passed during a special session, which means that the governor and the entire legislature focused their attention to create new resources, including transparency tools and other ways for us to sort of identify what the problem is. I have absolute confidence that if we identify what the problems are, we'll find solutions, including with additional authorities if we need them.
So some eye-opening findings in his first year on the job. But before you get fired up, I went to the Western States Petroleum Association for a response to all this. A top spokesperson says calling out profits is a political spin. He says there are so many factors at play, including supply and demand. So I took that point further, asking him if there's mismanagement of the supply and what the oil industry is doing, if anything, to look after your bottom line.
Purposefully so that the oil industry could make record profits, upwards of 200% of the profit margin. Is that fair?
Our point of view is this. If you look at the numbers and you look at the facts, and we sort of stop this prosecute first, look at facts second way of going about this, what you'll see is that as the markets get tighter, the costs get a little bit tighter, they go a little bit up. As we have more supply, they go down. And let me tell you, this has been investigated or looked into by numerous attorneys general over the years. And every single time they come back with the same findings, which is that it was market forces, that the industry was acting responsibly.
He is going to bring some of his recommendations and proposals. In fact, he has already brought them to lawmakers, to the governor. What do you think about those proposals, those recommendations, or do you think you're already doing them?
You know, as far as these proposals go, we've heard some rumors about what might be in them. We need to take a look at what the details might be. But certainly we believe the men and women of our industry know our facilities best, and we don't need a prosecutor telling us how to, maintain our facilities.
What a good interview, both, and a good conversation to start because we're all impacted by it. So another issue that one of our viewers, in fact, wrote about, and we've all gone through this, the dramatic price swings from one gas station to the next. What is up with that? Because it can be, like you pointed out earlier, $1 difference sometimes.
Right, and that could be so frustrating when you see later on down the road, oh, I could have saved some money.
Right.
Well, glad the viewer brought that up because I asked Milder about that. He says those price differences are unique to California and actually something they're looking into. So here's the rest of his answer, plus a rebuttal from the oil industry.
Can you come down on those people? I mean, not you specifically, but can the state come down on those people then for there being such a huge difference and clearly no reason why if the recipe's the same?
So I'm not saying they're exactly the same, but I think at this point the cost differential is really hard to explain. And the CEC in the past, the California Energy Commission, has asked the branded gasoline sellers to substantiate their claims that their gasoline is better, and they've declined to do so.
I think one of the things the state's not doing a very good job of here with sort of the claims they're making is creating understanding in the public about how it works at a gas station. If you have a branded station, people are going to expect a certain level of cleanliness or lighting or the food and drinks they might find in the station, or maybe it's an easier right-hand turn than it is making a left across traffic or something. So, a lot of what we see in the different costs has to do with where those branded stations are, the real estate costs.
So some things for you to think about. Now, one of Milder's proposals calls for the Energy Commission to publish a California spot market price report that's available for you to see right at home. Another recommendation is to impose minimum gasoline storage and resupply requirements for refiners for market transparency, and then a buffer to protect you against price spikes when the supply is disrupted. Now, we talked about the prices. Here's where they are right now. AAA maps out California's average to be $4.65 a gallon. That's more than $1 above the national average. Cheapest gas is in Yuba County. Most expensive is in San Luis Obispo County.